Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, divine light holders of the way of the harmony of the spheres. Happy full wolf moon in Cancer, the powerful first full moon of 2022. On this glorious day, our Divine Mother embraces and transmits her highest love and light to all her children of the new earth. Wayshowers of heaven on earth continue to hold the frequencies of the new Eden resonance of peace, joy, bliss, hope, love, and compassion. We are all in this together. The false ones with their fake narratives try to separate us in all ways, but we know that all of humanity is connected in the deepest and most profound way in unity consciousness. No fake programs or deceptions of the nefarious ones can keep us separate and in duality, for Christ consciousness has returned, and we now know with the heart and mind, in science, art, and spirituality, that we are all one with Mother, Father, God, always, and eternal beings of infinite light. I tell people all the time, the false matrix is tricky and it's sticky. It begins from the moment of birth to make you think you are not worthy, that you are little, and does its best to break your spirit. And then when it convinces you that you are a sinner and worthless, it tries to hold you to that belief. We know what is true. All sentient beings of the pure heart are one with Mother, Father, God, and that our true nature is Buddha consciousness, the awakened one. We are honored by the world, and the world honors us in return. Keeper of the sacred flame, never allow anything or anyone to dim your light ever again. We cannot be tricked or cajoled into believing we are less than divine, or that we are separate from Source. Your heart knows the ultimate truth that is beyond all words and concepts. The truth never changes. What is real never changes. Only the illusion changes, that which is not real. The truth cannot be debated. The truth stands alone in its glory of eternal bliss consciousness. We laugh our way to freedom. Like a child dancing in the wind, we are uplifted and elevated in the ascension in the clear light of bliss. With the eyes of our spirits open and our heart enlightened with the joy of the angels, we walk the heavenly path with heart, to bridge the worlds of heaven and earth, to co-create the paradise Gaia has always evolved to be. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end. If you could please do us a favor, give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment below what you're feeling and experiencing with this powerful full moon. And please share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm to get our energies and our messages, our keys and codes out to more of our team of the 144. Now with this powerful full moon and all these energies coming in, we had many earth changes and activations all over this realm. We had massive flooding today in Peru caused from a tsunami from the volcanic explosion in Tonga. And as always, our prayers, love, and blessings go out to all of our people suffering due to these great earth changes. The earth continues to purge and cleanse from this many millennia of abuse and trauma. We had many activations all over this realm with 93 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours, which is actually much lower than normal. The most powerful today in the sacred portal, Mongolia, Altai region, 5.5, fifth dimensional energy. This is a very sacred portal of the Mongolian shamans. Earlier today, Chile, South America, we had a 4.6 activation, and then 2 in Argentina, South America, the Holy Trinity in the Andes Mountains, Kundalini, Pachamama, San Antonio de los Cobras, we had 2.40, then 4.2. Peru, 4.5. Council of 9 coming in. In the sacred portal, Afghanistan, 4.9, 13, Divine Goddess. Puerto Rico, we had a 3.5. Another activation, Afghanistan with a powerful 5-3. Crete, Greece in the sacred portal 4-3. Fiji 4-3-7-7 portal, 7th dimensional energy, very deep, 551 kilometer. In the crown of Lemuria, Sandpoint, Alaska 3.6. Then in the sacred portal, the most powerful of the day, 5.5, Altai, Western Mongolia on the border with China. Altai Mountains, one of the most sacred mountains of our Kunlun lineage. Sifu is of the Blue Wolf clan of Mongolian shamanism, and this portal was at 44.789 latitude, 95.131 longitude, 1504 UTC, 555. South Pacific Ocean 50, Fiji 44, Indonesia 46, Puerto Rico 3.8, 11 Gateway, India alone 4.9, 13 Divine Feminine, the Sacred Portal of Turkey 5.1, East Timor 4.5, Sakhalin, Russia 4.3, Puerto Rico 3.5, 35 kilometer depth, 8.8 portal, Lionsgate, Lyran Nation with us now, San Antonio de los Cobres, Salta, Argentina, South America 4.4, 223 kilometers depth, 223, 888 portal, Oaxaca, Mexico 4.6, Philippines 4.5, Council of 9 activation. The whole grid again today lit up, activated. All is being lifted up, fired up for this great awakening, this great ascension. Victory to the light. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 0 degree, 10 minutes Leo. The sun is at 28 degrees, 3 minutes Capricorn. As of this recording, we just shifted from Cancer into Leo with the moon. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 29 degrees Capricorn. A woman reading tea leaves. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 1 degree Leo. Under emotional stress, blood rushes to a man's head. From astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the Oracle deck, Moonology, from Yasmin Boland. And the card she pulled for you today, New Moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. When this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you, and where do you want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests you make that restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it, so if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies, so add these into your routines now. However you've been feeling, if a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and to think more about what you can do for others. Attune with the moon. Recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. Additional meanings for this card. Gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to detail if you want success without being pedantic. Be of service to others, and love and money will follow. The person you're asking about is reliable. The teaching. Virgo is the sign of health, service, and analysis. Its energy is precise and has a feel of the harvest about it. When this card comes up, it could be that a wonderful bounty is coming your way. However, the energy of the new moon in Virgo is usually about getting your life in order, so that's what you need to do at this time of the Virgo new moon and whenever else you pull this card. Now today, from Isis Channelings, the Mother Wound plus full moon in Cancer, Wolf Moon. Venus now has risen as the morning star post her alchemical transformation from her close encounter with the sun on January 8th, as she begins her journey as Capricorn meta-goddess, the wise woman wisdom keepers, the ancient grandmother matriarch wisdom that we all carry deep in our bones, and welcoming this heliacal rising of Venus, 14th, 15th of January, is the full moon in Cancer on the 17th of January. This is the full moon of the mother, matriarch, and it offers us great support to be released of the core mother wound we carry in our matriarchal genetic lineage. Pay extra attention now, for opportunities are being offered to you. Step up to the plate to finally put these mother wounds behind you, or are you still getting triggered? While plenty of blame has always been piled upon the patriarchal attitudes of control, subversion, and domination, and not without reason, the mother wound plays an equally significant, though veiled, role in the genetic trauma passed down through the matriarchal lineage. The mother wound, it lurks in the shadows, chiseling away continuously at the self-worth, self-esteem, self-love, and autonomous aspects of its daughters, while camouflaging itself in a cloak of love, nurturing, and protection, but actually embraces conditional love, emotional blackmail, and manipulation, and can quickly descend into jealousy, envy, sabotage, and backstabbing should the daughter, feminine energy, dare to shine her sovereign, bright, and creative light. For you see, the shadow feminine may have her made peace with being sidelined by the patriarchy, but all hell shall break loose if she feels she is being eclipsed by her very own daughters. And while we may carry the wounds of the patriarchy on our sleeves for the world to see, and demand justice in loud voices, the same voice often falls silent with respect to the mother wound in shame, guilt, and confusion. How did, or could, my greatest protector and nurturer erode away my beautiful and natural essence word by word, drop by drop? For it was not always in-your-face shadow energy unlike the patriarchal attitudes, but soul essence traumatizing and lethal all the same, until now. The rising feminine in both genders knows that healing of both the patriarchal trauma and the mother wound are essential if she, divine feminine energy, is to emerge as an empowered, balanced, sovereign power. She, not gender, needs to fully embrace her light and her shadows in order to repossess the keys of her brilliance, powers, light and gifts, her divine feminine essence and magic. We are helped in this aspect by Venus, Inanna, as the Capricorn metagoddess for the second Venus cycle, and to cut the ribbon of this very significant healing and empowering journey for the next 19 months is the full moon in Cancer, first full moon of 2022. When you call upon the energies of this full moon in this respect, remember that forgiveness and compassion have to be the first steps in healing the festering mother wound, not once, not twice, but repeatedly, over and over again, for this wound has many more peels than any cosmic onion can imagine. We forgive because it is needed to free ourselves and our daughters and granddaughters, not because we condone the trauma, and we may never again get an apology either. We forgive to cut the cords of pain, hurt, so that we may be free. We forgive because they, the mothers, could only give what they held within themselves, deep hurt, trauma, and knew no better how to heal or deal with it, and thus kept passing it on as a legacy. They need our compassion as we have dealt with the rage. The rage is also part of the healing, so don't deny it either. We forgive because we know we are the ancient wisdom returned, 1313 coming in, to weave a new age. We know we are capable of greater levels of transmutation and alchemy than our mothers could ever imagine or know possible. We forgive because daughters go on to become mothers one day, and sometimes even the best intentions and deepest love can fall short. We forgive because the new age cannot be built upon remains of angst and pain, but on courage, grace, forgiveness, and compassion. Have a blessed wolf moon. To be ourselves causes us to be exiled by many others, and yet to comply with what others want causes us to be exiled from ourselves. Clarissa Pincola Estes. And light, in grace, and joy. Be the change you want to see. Sake Na, from IsisChannelings.wordpress.com, and from Divine Sistar of the Light Ramona Lappin. In every now moment we get to choose and start anew, over and over and over again, until we get it right. Now is all there ever is, ever was, and ever will be. When we change in the present, we also change the past and the future. During this quantum paradigm shift happening now, all time converges into one now moment, and consciousness reality experience. Make your choices, thoughts, beliefs, and actions count. They have the potential to destroy, shapeshift, and create all new realities now, quantum style. Know and claim your power now, from deep within. Deepest gratitude for your service to all. Have a most beautiful and blessed Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Although his birthday is January 15th, his life is celebrated on this day of the 17th. So we give gratitude to all our blessed leaders of the new earth rising. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Celia Fenn, full moon in Cancer, January 17th. With all the craziness going on at the moment, it is good to remember that the full moon today is in Cancer and carries the beautiful and soothing energy of the divine feminine goddess. I'm working hard to align with this energy, especially since it's so hot here in Cape Town. We need to remember that the Earth is also going through dimensional shifts and transits, and that this year will be a major year for these shifts. Archangel Michael had mentioned this to me, and before I could write about it, there was a huge undersea volcanic eruption in the Pacific near Tonga. I mention this not to create fear, but to urge you to focus more on aligning with the divine feminine energy that nurtures and loves and radiates divine light. Be the love and the kindness that is an oasis of love in a desert of chaos and confusion. Allow the full moon to illuminate all that you are as an angelic and galactic being incarnated on the earth at this time to hold love for the new earth. Love and blessings to all from StarChildGlobal.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica, Galactic Communication. Feel us like a presence in your mind, the opening of a cosmic light connection, a subtle but gentle invitation to enter our stream of light. It will begin gently, a harmonic light signal, and will continue to expand to a cosmic light path, to reach a higher light dimensional viewpoint of your reality, the true light path. As the days continue, as your world transponds the greater light awareness, simply find us to reach a greater space of cosmic light infinity. In every step we vibrationally observe and feel the ebbs and flows of your world, for it is just a dream amongst many dreams. When you awaken you will see the grand picture, universal light in harmony. Like a wave of light the Arcturians came through, a high vibrational light spectrum, a light wave to transverse light as the light journey continues. Sending waves of cosmic love, the Arcturians, and Karen, thank you, Galaxy of Light, from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. We are in the midst of drastic changes within and without, as we leave the old earth and old embodiment. This means that all the old stuff within ourselves and the world we never dealt with will come up to be worked through and released, as well as all we are still attached to. The physical body, too, is transforming into the new light body, amplified by the immensely powerful light pouring in from the 7th central sun, and thus physical maladies will surface so that the underlying emotional charges and patternings of pain and suffering can be released, especially as our DNA and cellular structures have been replaced, and our pineal and pituitary glands are activated to the highest, with the thymus gland, the heart center. Instead of resisting change in all which is being churned up within and without, go deeply into your own soul and ask yourself, how is this serving me? How is this awakening me in the highest levels? What am I still clinging on to, and what or whom am I still attached to in the old world? Where have I not forgiven? Where am I still judging and in duality? The deeper we go, the more we release, the freer we become and lighter, brighter, illumined within. We are filled with love. We are in harmony and unity within. Peace reigns within. There is nothing to fear, only a totally new life to live as one within and without. The new earth rises within you, your own heart and soul, so that you can live in your new light body as a master on her and co-create the new golden age with love. From JudithKusel.com. And from Carolyn, 144 God Code. Today's Cancer full moon, the Divine Mother and Father are ensuring we move forward with the destined reunions of sacred marriages. Truths are revealing themselves to help you end the lessons, so be honest with yourself even if it's painful. You have all the tools you need to complete healing and releasing outdated beliefs. They are being replaced with all the wisdom you have accumulated. Transmuting this debris is part of your upgrades, so you can continue merging the masculine and feminine. The feminine has overcome being manipulated and sacrificing. She now listens to spirit and trusts when she needs to set clear boundaries with external energies. She now trusts herself, which sets her heart free to love her masculine. The masculine is releasing stored memories of past relationships and emotions that were draining his power. He is detaching from his ego and leaving the past in the past. He feels safe to drop the walls around the heart and open to love with the feminine. This is a healthy, balanced match of two forces desiring to come back home together as one. Here you can begin anew and create a new healthy relationship and reunion of sacred marriage. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Richard Rudd, Gene Keys, Unlocking the Higher Purpose Hidden in Your DNA. January 17th, 2022 through January 21st, 2022. Gene Keys 60. Limitation, realism, justice. People with the 60th gift are masters of creating structures, whether mental, emotional, or physical. These structures in themselves are holding stations for new ideas and energy, and as such are of less importance than the energy that comes through them. This is what the 60th gift knows. It knows that the structure will eventually mutate or even die, but the inner spirit will move on, and if necessary find a new structure to carry it. The Gene Keys book. And from the Yi Ching, the classic book of change. Hexagram 60, limitation. Water rises over the banks of the lake. Without the proper container, the ritual of love spills its precious nectar. Justice is devotional bliss. Realism is commitment with vitality. Limitation is half-hearted dissatisfaction. Communication with elation. The superior man constructs methods of numbering and measuring, and examines the nature of virtuous conduct. The 60th Gene Key is one of the deepest transmissions of the Gene Keys. It's not easy to penetrate and understand. It will take some time as we contemplate it. The shadow here is limitation. We hear that word and perhaps think, oh no, I don't want to be limited. But we are and always will be until we're dead. Even then, who knows? Limitation is not the enemy. Richard Rudd, 64 Ways, GeneKeys.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light Sea, Ara Campbell. Cancer full moon, January 17th. The full moon is occurring in Cancer at 27 degrees on January 17th at 6:48 p.m. Eastern Time. This Cancer full moon is bringing deep illumination. We are being asked to tap into our medicine, our intuition, and our visions for the future. The full moon is asking us what we want our lives to look like. The full moon is showing us transformation on the path ahead, change that will be occurring that can shift our lives in ways we never imagined. The time has come to decide what kind of life we want to live. This Cancer moon also holds the energy of ancient knowledge, of connection to past lives, visions, as well as soulmates and twin flames. It has an air of destiny, one of connecting to ancient wisdom and honoring the medicine that is written in our veins. The time has come to honor that which we desire. Partnerships and relationships are highlighted under this energy, bringing into focus the connections we have with others. And if these are in the place we want them to be, look closer at these relationships and what you authentically want and need. From thegoddesscircle.net. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Daniel Giamario, from Shamanic Astrology Mystery School. Additional, fascinating, and important facts about this Cancer full moon. 6 full moons in a row will be at the 27th degree. I'm repeating here what I have written about back on November 15th. We have now reached the 4th of 6, almost 7, full moons at the 27th plus degree. October 20th, 2021, 27 degrees, 26 minutes Aries, squared the United States Pluto at 27 degrees, 32 minutes Capricorn. November 19th, 2021, 27 degrees, 14 minutes Taurus, trines U.S. Pluto. December 18th, 2021, 27 degree 8-minute Gemini, quincunx, U.S. Pluto. January 17th, 2022, 27 degrees 50 minutes Cancer at 3:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, also in opposition to U.S. Pluto. Using the criteria for an individual's chart, the U.S. Pluto return begins on January 18th, the same day Uranus goes direct. February 16th, 2022, 27 degrees 59 minutes Leo, quincunx U.S. Pluto. March 18th, 2022, 27 degree 40 minutes Virgo, trines U.S. Pluto. April 16th, 2022, 26 degrees 45 minutes Libra, squares the U.S. Pluto. Though not a 27 degree, this still is square to the U.S. Pluto. This seems quite an unusual pattern, and certainly is yet another factor strongly emphasizing the importance of the United States Pluto return. Recently I have changed my opinion on when the Pluto return for the United States would begin. Whilst the orb for a country may be well wider than for an individual, another factor comes into play. The natal chart of the United States has Mercury retrograde at 24 degrees 11 minutes Cancer and is in opposition to natal Pluto, forming an important complex. Taking this into account suggests that the Pluto return may have begun as far back as January 24th, 2020. That explains a lot to me. Without a doubt, these full moons relative to the U.S. Pluto will only amp up the intensity. Restating the inquiry of my recent posts and articles, will the United States finally have to face its fate or fulfill its destiny? This full moon initiatory window includes peak intensities of Uranus and Pluto. On Sunday, Pluto conjoined the Sun at 26 degrees 27 minutes Capricorn, a yearly event with a 3-day activation period. This can also be seen as a yearly new Pluto, seeding the Plutonian intentions for the next year. What needs composting? Where is surrender required? What needs to be transformed? This also is amplified by the Cancer full moon. Uranus is stationary direct on Sunday and Monday at 10 degrees 49 minutes Taurus. This is also seen to be a 3-day period of peak Uranian intensity, as Uranus will now join towards a near 4th exact square with Saturn in late September and early October, as well as conjunctions with Mars and the North Node at the end of July and early August. When the peak energies of Uranus, a major symbol of the upper world, and the amplified energies of Pluto, the major agent of the lower world, are simultaneously activated, anything can happen, and very little, if anything, can be controlled. It actually reminds me of the summer of 1968, from shamanicastrology.com, and from Divine Sistar of the Light, Adrian Elise. Gaia Daily, January 17th through the 21st, True Potential. This is an epic week of astrology with a Cancer full moon happening opposite of Pluto. Energies are shifting, with the influence of Saturn square Uranus coming off. We are rethinking everything, with Venus and Mercury both retrograde, and yet trying to land a new timeline, with the nodes of the moon shifting into Taurus and Scorpio. This Cancer full moon is about rebirthing into our true potential. Juno near the Sun and Pluto is asking where our commitments lie in relation to this true potential and full expression of who we really came here to be. There's no more secrets and there's no more hiding. With Black Moon Lilith and square to Neptune and Pisces, all is being brought into the light. This is the only way to true justice, says asteroid goddess Pallas Athena, sitting right there next to Neptune. It's time for spiritual justice on Earth and to right the wrongs of the Piscean age. This Cancer full moon happening opposite of the Sun, Pluto, and Juno is about coming into commitment to our greater spiritual destiny. We are taking our place back and working along with the goddess and divine feminine to be a part of the structures that support life and thriving. We must make sure that all of our loyalties are first in alignment with this greater spiritual truth as we unfold into our true potential. From AdrianElise.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Full moon in Cancer, Neptune conjunct Pallas. The full moon is opposite Pluto and trine Neptune and Pallas. At this wolf moon it may feel like there's a howl at the door, a pad of heavy paws. Hackles rise at the thought of a threat to safety, security, support, or comfort. Emotions run high, and when feeling cornered, response becomes primal. Fight, fright, or freeze may seem like the only options. Black and white thinking generates extreme reactions. Fear of being vulnerable leads to regressive behavior. Take a moment to breathe and look at the situation objectively. Consider what you believe to be true. Don't let your shadow dictate your response to life. Examine your fears. Unravel the mystery. Let Wolf gift you with her powerful instinct. Neptune and Pallas sing songs of invisible patterns deep in the unconscious. Revisit the past for clues to your story. Let feelings flow without fear or overwhelm. Remember, you survived in the past, and you will survive this too. The greater the feeling of destruction, the greater the potential for creation. Self-knowledge is your safe haven. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time. Today our galactic signature is Keen 139, Blue Solar Storm. The cosmic history quote for Moon 7, Day 8. Patience brings forth the cultivation of humility and the quality of self-sacrifice. It tempers aggression and dissolves the snare of self-righteousness. Key 17.7177. The interplanetary circuit underlying the planet Holon is the telepathic motherboard accommodating the emergence of the noosphere. 260 keys to Synchronotron from 13moonpeacetime.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 139, Blue Solar Storm. Solar is the name for the number 9, and its keywords are intention, pulse, and realize. The 9th day of the Blue Monkey Wave Spell is a force to be reckoned with. The number 9 always packs a punch and is the highlight or climax of a wave spell. Full of high energy and never dull, number 9 days can be dramatic, which is fine if you get off on drama, make good use of this energy, and by using your intentions, make things happen. Today is Blue Storm, which represents self-generation, energy, and catalyze. What a combination for number and day. It doesn't get crazier than this. But if your intention is to make a big life-altering change, then this is the day to do it. Harness this energy or be blown away by it. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Blue Solar Storm, 9, Kawak, Keen 139, 17th of January 2022, Pulsing Transformation. 17-1-2022 equal 816 equal 87 equal 15 equal 6. Day codes 17 Immortality Legacy, 8 Infinite Abundant Source Flow, 15 Charisma Magnetism Alchemy, 6 Heaven Christ Family Romance Harmony. Month year codes 1 New Beginnings Original Leader, 6 Heaven Christ Family Romance Fertility, 7 Magic Mystic Spiritual Solitude Initiation, 2 Partner Twin Cooperation, 20 The Awakening Clear Vision, 22 Architect of Peace Master Builder. Keen 139 equal 13 equal 4 Form Structure Foundation Earth Angelic. A divinely magical, visionary day of great transformative power. Day 9 in the Blue Monkey Wave Spell of magic, joy, bliss, play, merriment, spontaneity, and a return to innocence. Today we realize that magic pulses at its utmost when we see the bigger picture, the vision that generates the energy of change. Today we have tremendous energies available to fuel our visions and to catalyze joy, expressed as fully creative, alive, and limitless. Tone of Creation, Solar Tone 9, operates in the spiritual realm, action realizing, power, pulse, essence, intention. The 9th day of the wave spell is the one that gives the last push prior to manifestation. The solar phase is where we wake up to the fact that our will affects the reality we experience, so we begin pulsing, extending our intent into realization, visualizing what we want to manifest, and pulsing that intention from our heart. This assists us in making our dreams come true. This is potent manifestation energy today. What vision and intention are you pulsing into reality to catalyze great transformation? Today's question is, how can I catalyze the winds of great change to fuel my greatest vision, realizing my intention? Pulse that out from your heart. Divine blessings for catalyzing this tremendous power today for positive progress. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 139, Blue Solar Storm. The mantra, the code for today is, I pulse in order to catalyze. Realizing energy, I seal the matrix of self-generation. With the solar tone of intention, I am guided by the power of vision. And on this powerful day of visions, manifestations, and activations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. We archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now, I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges on Patreon and your donations that we're able to continue bringing this work to the world. So if you'd like to help support us and vote for us to continue doing this work and bringing these transmissions to the world and our other teachings, you can make a monthly pledge on Patreon at whitegoldeagle.com. Now I'd like to thank Divine Brother of the Light, David Rice, for your donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Bro Star of the Light. And I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Marianne Magady, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We appreciate you and your support. We appreciate all of you that continue to support our work and mission. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal link at eaglelovecondor.com. Now, I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condors artwork on Etsy. You can purchase your beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful codes from our Divine Brother of the Light, Li Prairie. Feel these energies into your heart center, beloveds. Whales, breaching, North Star, gates open, solar dragons, magi, grail lines, ecliptic, light pulsing, infusing breath wave, plasma seeding life, quintessence, influx, first light creation, Lemuria, Trinity gates, continental creatures, hair, running codes, hummingbird, senses, turtle, living waters, mother, father, child, eternal light temple, analog wave-based, cyclical time, spheres, elements, feeding souls, nature's alchemical tree, galactic gap, crowning, magnetic understanding, symbiotic ethernet, cloud, consciousness coherence, light in action, oscillations, singing, dancing, star body, multiverse, living being, motherboard AI construct, invisible electrical rainbow, digital tech realities, zeros and ones, impersonating reality gods, dismantling family society, metals terraforming worlds, eugenics, life force mutations, devolution, planet, species, Borg AI model interface, graphene neural lattice, nanotech editing humanity, synthetic transhumanism, artificial circulatory system, electromagnetic transmission, big corp patented owned, programmable matter, artificial tree, finite life, black hole system, reality choice point crisis, collective consensus, ethics, sword of truth, love, land, water, sky. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and auspicious full wolf moon in the sign of Cancer. Divine Mother with us, the sacred goddess, Magdalene, Sophia, Venus, Inanna, the sisterhood of the roses. Keep walking your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step. Keep shining your light brightly into the night. and be sure to make this the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.